Alright, haulers, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So, this is going to be a little bit different than the videos I normally do. Obviously, I've focused a lot on the Let's Play aspect of stuff in terms of all of my series, but I wanted to start doing something different. Obviously, you know, with a game like The Hunter, it's easy to say, hey, there's a new update, there's a new reserve. Let's just go play on that one. That's just part of it, we just start those missions. But in American Truck Simulator, it's not that easy, because having just recently started our new career, we don't have the money, we don't have what we need to actually... Whoa, I gotta turn my brakes up. Actually, you know what? It's probably the road slick. I gotta slow down is what I gotta do. I do have the physics mod in here, as well as the snow mod, so do keep that in mind. But it is not as easy in this current series to do that. And... you know, I really wanted to start doing more in terms of, hey, there's an update, let's do something cool with it. Today, obviously, is going to be a little bit of an extreme case because brakes are hard to... We're through it. We gotta go. Damn it. Alright. That's a no-go. Stand by. Let me fix that real quick. Alright, that's been fixed. Also, if you did hear some background noise, I do apologize. I just realized I had my fan way up loud, so I don't know if it was able to get picked up on the mic. If it's not, that'll be awesome, because it means I can use it more. But, nevertheless, you know, obviously today is an extreme case of doing a bunch of stuff about an update, because not only are we in the Lonestar currently, which we will hop out and take a look at when we arrive. Whoa, I almost just choked on my own self. That sounds bad out of context. Moving on. But we're also going to pick up our first out of at least 12. I'd like to do more. I'm not used to having my mirror so far away on the left side. I don't actually have, like, track IR or anything like that, so it's a little harder for me to actually see stuff. But, come on, people. But we are also, like I said, we're on our way to pick up our first of at least 12 Christmas gift deliveries. As a part of the current Christmas event that SCS is putting on, which I was very much looking forward to. Obviously, I'm a few days late on all of this stuff. I've been away for, I think it was a total of a week. I was supposed to go away for like 2 days, you know, catch up on sleep, do some stuff. Most of you guys will know I've had a pretty rough cough for a little bit, and it's still not going away. I'm going to have a doctor's appointment here soon just to see if we can figure out what the hell's wrong with me. Ooh, little hot, little hot, little hot, little hot. Saw that one coming. Dude, you'd think I'd understand how this works, but I have not driven... Also, I am in automatic, by the way, because this is a newer truck, and I figured we'd mix it up. But, you'd think, being from somewhere where I just got done driving in snow, I would understand, hey, there's snow on the ground. But I'm so used to driving on nothing but dry tarmac in here. I don't think I've actually driven on snowy ground in American Truck Simulator in at least 2 years. So this is, it's gonna be fun. And I'm not used to the physics mod, so I'll have to definitely slow her down when I have a trailer on. But nevertheless... and also I know too, like, obviously having snow in the desert's not really as legit as if it was up north, but I figured, you know what, it is December, I had to think about that, which is kind of sad. You know, I wanted snow and that sort of thing, so gone ahead and put that in here, and obviously, normally I don't do the physics mod, but I figured it'd be a little bit of fun to see how we slide around on the roads, hopefully not badly, but we just got our first taste of that. But yeah, so... was away for about a week, finally, and to give you a good idea of like how behind I was, so with the Hunter video that came out hopefully the day before this one, on Cuatro Colinas, sorry, sounds like I'm saying clean ass. That's not what I'm trying to say, but that was actually recorded the day it was dropped, that it was released. And it literally took me an entire week to get it uploaded. You know, I could have edited it and put it up, but I needed a couple days... Jesus, I needed a couple days to chill and kind of catch up because I was really not feeling well. I was just behind on everything and kind of struggling. And it turned into a week, and we'll get into a little bit more on that later, but we need to find, there it is, the first of our gift-giving trailers. And like I said too, once we get there, we're actually going to hop out. And you might also notice too, my account has 52 million in it. I'm not on our Let's Play account. I don't have enough money in the other one, nor am I a high enough level to unlock everything. However, this save is a completely legit save. This is the same save that I've had backed up on multiple computers since about a month after the launch in 2016. Yes, that is correct. I am still driving on the same account I had way back when, and all the money is completely legit. None of it's cheated, none of it's anything. This is my account. So, that, hopefully, like, I'm one of the few people I think has actually put in a significant amount of hours into this game. Whoa, voice crack. That, you know, plays it for a series. You know, I'm not saying people that play this game don't put a ton of hours into it, but this game was my life for a few years, so that's probably one thing. A bunch of people will, first thing they'll do is jump to download a full save, and I don't have to do that, which is very cool. But we'll hop out here and take a peek. Very, very pretty. I'm very excited to get this on the road. I wish the truck was a little brighter, but that's okay. I do have like the snowy paint job on it. It's the one I like the most. I wanted to do, oops, I just knocked something over. It's the one I wanted to do because I like that color the most, like that whole design. I wish it did not have the Merry Christmas thing on the back the way it does. All of these paint jobs that SCS do feel more like something you'd see on a European truck than you would see on an American truck. You know, American paint jobs are very simple. Oh, that is very cool, though. I did not notice the trailer actually flashing. That's awesome. But yeah, we'll, I'm gonna take a couple pictures for the thumbnail and all that fun stuff, and then we'll hit the road. Alright, and there we go. Let's go ahead and let's get on the road. If I do sound a little different, I do also have a cough drop in, so I do apologize if I sound at all different. I will try and not make any unsettling noises, I guess. I don't know what the term would be for that. I am moving my mic around too, so I do apologize if you all can hear that. But, yeah, so, first of all, before we get into where I've been, this truck, let's talk about this truck a little bit. So, it's a very divisive truck, as many of you guys probably know, but let me give my 2 cents on it. Obviously, I've talked about it in the past. My take on the Lonestar is I grew up, International has always been at least number 1 or number 2 on my favorite brands list, with the other one being Peterbilt. That's typically, you know, well, I would say even Western Star is like Western Star and International are very side by side for me. But I love the Lonestar for specific applications, and those applications are as more of a show truck. I think these trucks have the perfect look to be hauling a NASCAR trailer, to be hauling some kind of fancy moving trailer or something like that. I think they look absolutely out of place with a logging trailer on them or anything like that. I don't know why, I just don't like them in those kinds of setups. And I will say part of it too is the one thing I hate the most about the Lonestar is where the sleeper actually meets on the roof. There's kind of that like rounded front to it. I don't like that. I wish it was blended more, but I understand why they did it. And like I said, International is still one of my favorite brands. I still really quite like how the truck looks. I think it can be a showstopper for sure. I mean, it catches eyes and it looks good. Seems like it runs good. I will say this, I like the dash cluster and all that stuff. Definitely different to what I'm used to. We'll go ahead and we'll get out here. It is also very different to me to be driving an automatic, which is awesome. But this truck seems to definitely suit being automatic rather than manual. I just need a break from manual driving for a little bit, so that's why we're doing that. But we also just got the pass on the way station, which is awesome. Yeah, there we go. I had to move the cough drop because it was burning the side of my mouth. That's probably not great. But where I've been. So, I've had a very busy week, even with, I think I need to, I don't know where I'm supposed to be here. Am I going right here? I believe I'm going right here. Yes, we are. I've still had a very busy week, and there's a few things I want to kind of cover that I've done. The first thing I did that kind of was the biggest deal to me is I got my ears pierced. And a lot of you guys are like, what the fuck? Why? But it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to do it in school. Oh, come on, stop. Jesus Christ, I'm holding the brakes down. Alright. What in the hell, dude? The brakes are just not a thing on this truck anymore. I don't know why. I'm actually gonna turn that up again. Alright, I've turned up the brake intensity. Hopefully that will make a difference, because I was as hard into the brake as I possibly could be. I actually pushed myself away from the microphone, so that was that. But as I was saying, yeah, so getting my ears pierced. Right now, I just have, like, the medical jewelry, like, that you first get put in. So it's got, like, those fake, they're not real diamonds, but they're, like, a fake clear crystal. I don't know what they are. I believe it's, like, surgical steel is the actual metal of it. They're not what I want. I don't like flashy jewelry or anything like that. But I want to get, if you've ever seen, like, I don't want to get, like, gauges. People keep thinking I'm getting gauges. There's no fucking way I'm doing gauges. Sorry, that was some rude language. But I want to get, like, little black, flat, matte studs is what I want to have. But obviously, I have to just, the way that it worked for where I did it was they do it, and then I just have to wait, a few weeks, let it heal, let it do its thing, and then I can change it out how I want. I have to get over here, people. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I think this is a 2-lane the whole way through. But, yeah, and like I said, too, this is something that I wanted to do since high school. Well, no, since before high school. I just never did it, because I always got, crap about it. Everyone's like, oh, God, a little bit of lag, too. I don't know what that's about. At least in Spokane. But everyone always used to, say, like, oh, that's, for chicks, or it's gay, or, all that stuff. And I was like, whatever, I'm just not gonna do it. But I finally decided to go ahead and do it. And I got, like, earlobe piercings, so it's the bottom of my ears. And I got it on both. And honestly, I'm happy with it. I really am. It's the first time I've done anything that could be considered rebellious. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never seen weed in my life. I don't do anything. I'm very boring as a human being, really. But, people. What is this? I'm gonna have to do the thing I hate doing. We can sneak in here, maybe? Nope, we can't. We hadn't... Oh, god damn it. Well, I mean, we made it. That's all that matters. Whoa. Santa's gonna be pissed. Yeah, we're on the naughty list now. Damn it. People just, like, don't stop and let you over nothing. I knew I had to get in the right lane the whole time, too. I don't know why I just didn't go for it. But after that crap show, I mean, that's really it for the ear piercings. I mean, there's not really much else to talk about with that. I got it done. I'm happy with it. And, hopefully I'll stick with it. Obviously, it's still, like, and I will say this, too. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. I mean, obviously, it'll heal if you don't want it. You just take it out. And it cost me only a few dollars, my sister, actually, everyone in my family has ear piercings, because my family is just, siblings and my mom. But they showed me the place where I got it done, and, it was fantastic. So, what is this? I thought I was having a bad day. I guess I'm not the only one. But, yeah, overall, I was really happy with the process. It did hurt for me. For my siblings and my mom, it didn't really hurt. But for me, it did. So I guess I just have super sensitive skin. But overall, I had fun doing it. I feel bad, too. I still feel bad because, obviously, the guy who was doing it knew how stressed I was. I'm not a needle guy. I freak out with needles. I don't like them. That's the biggest thing that's kept me from going for my EMT stuff, because I can't do needles. I don't know why. And, you know, he's trying to crack jokes and stuff like this, and I was just sitting there clearly having none of it. So I must have looked like an asshole, but I'm sure he gets it. I'm sure he deals with it all the time, but man, ooh. I don't like needles. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys like needles? Do you not care? I mean, I don't think I know anyone who likes needles. They just put up with it, I guess. But yeah, that was the only thing that surprised me, was it did hurt. And it obviously was over quick. You know, once it's done, but yeah, so that was the first thing I did. And a few weeks ago, some of you guys will know, I think I talked about it in one of my videos, that a buddy of mine reached out to go help him work on his skid steer. He wanted to, you know, pull the motor out of it and repair it, fix it up, do all that kind of fun stuff. And so I was able to go down and finally visit with him, catch up with him. That was awesome. You know, laughing our asses off. Like, it took us forever just to get the engine out, because it was kind of like, you know, you get one thing started and you realize, oh, it's more challenging than you thought it was going to be. Like, it's like, you know, you take one piece off, you're like, oh, that doesn't work, I have to take another piece off, and then you try and get to that, and it's an impossible to reach location, and this is a really old skid steer, so it's hard to get, you know, manuals or whatever on it. Just all kinds of fun. And we finally managed... Ooh, I'm not supposed to go there, am I? No, okay, this turn. Finally managed to get the engine out. Oh my god, I can't breathe tonight. Let me pull in here and get myself a drink here before I die. Alright, there we go. I've got a drink, so hopefully I'll feel a little better. This is exactly why I took time off, because I felt like complete ass, basically. Like, I just didn't want to do anything. And it's really, really hard to record when the problem is your voice. If it was anything else on my body, I would be perfectly fine. I don't, like, you know, cut it off, whatever. But it's my voice, so it makes it that much harder to, like, manage recording. Excuse me. But nevertheless, so it was a lot of fun, honestly. Like, I went to high school with this dude, and so getting to see him after a few years of near nothing in terms of contact, you know, is awesome. And I think I've mentioned it before too. You know, people probably wonder, like, I don't have social media outside of, you know, Twitter and Insta and stuff like that. Like, what I have is for you guys is that's it. I don't have personal socials other than that. So I don't really keep up with people on, say, Facebook or something like that. I actually got rid of my Facebook way back when, just because it became a distraction. And personally, I just don't feel comfortable with how much data they were taking. Obviously, whatever, everyone knows everything about me anyways, but... Oh god, excuse me. But still, it was just a myriad of factors, and I decided to go with that and decided to do that. But, you know, obviously as well, too, I live, you know, hours away from them. You know, I've said it before, you know, at one point in time when I was going to high school, I was traveling, you know, 2 hours both ways. You know, get up early in the morning, go down in the morning, because the way it worked for me was traveling from home to a bus stop, which was on the highway, and then from the bus stop down. So obviously the bus had to stop multiple times on the highway, which added to it. Driving down by myself, it's only like an hour now, which is awesome. Although my friend doesn't live where I went to school. He lives away from there, so it's also a little nicer and a little easier. And yeah, dude, it was hilarious too. We were like, finally got the engine out, and the thing is, you know, trying to get this thing out, it was in there. It was tough to rip it out. We ended up like throwing a ratchet strap through it, and we bickered like a bunch of old ladies about it too, which was hilarious. Like, oh, let's do this, or, you know, let's do this. It was pretty funny. Not like arguing, just, you know, throwing ideas back and forth. But definitely two different methods of doing things, that's for sure. But that's what I like in my friends. I like people who don't do things, or like people who have different opinions than me or shit like that. I don't like having friends that always agree with me. It's not productive. It doesn't help me in any way, so that's always nice. But finally got it out. We realized, oh, it's actually not that bad to lift. And he's like, well, we gotta drain the oil out of it, because we had to, he was trying to get to a sleeve, so inside the actual block itself was a separate sleeve. And so he's like, okay, he gets a 5-gallon bucket. And the thought in my mind is, why the hell are we trying to take oil out of this thing? Why don't we get like a smaller, like, you know, a much less taller bucket or something? Like, I'm used to like what you put under a car where it kind of has a, it looks like some kind of flat gas can with a hole in the side of it with a little drain into it. But he's like, no, we'll use this. And we pick it up and set it in the bucket, and already you can hear the bucket wants to crack and like shred, and it's like, it's not good. But then he's like, all right, what we're gonna do, he's like, he's gonna undo the plug for the oil outside of the bucket, because obviously he can't get his hands in the bucket once the engine's there. So we're gonna do that and then quickly lift it into the bucket and try and catch as much oil in the bucket as we can. He fucking undoes it, and I'm trying to grab up on the other side of things, and he's like yelling, go, 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 and like trying to grab a hold of the other side, and we finally get it picked up and in. And for what it was, we got almost all of it. Like, we spilled only a tiny bit, but I was laughing my ass off because it was such like just the shit show of trying to get this thing in the bucket was so funny to me. I don't know why, but I haven't laughed that hard with friends in a long time. I had a great time, and I'm hoping to do more. Obviously, I think what I said before was we have an event we're going to, hopefully in January, which I'm excited to see. I've never seen it before, but I guess we're getting a whole high school crew and then some back together, which will be cool, and it gives me an excuse to get out. But I will say this too, that was the nice thing about taking time away from YouTube is, you know, I'm making it a priority now to go see my friends. You know, it's awesome having online friends, like, don't get me wrong, but I've been like basically, you know, for almost 2 years, my entire life was, you know, play a game once in a while with my friends online or do this or that, but get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. That was it. You know, I really didn't do much anything except work. And I just got tired of that, you know. It's obviously I have at least some ability to say, you know what, instead of just doing that, I'm gonna sit back and chase this. So that's why I'm able to do YouTube now. I have a little more ability and flexibility in my schedule, but obviously with that comes limitations. If I was working, you know, I could just buy all this fancy equipment and stuff and, you know, all that, but it is what it is. And this is very much work. Like I've said before, YouTube is very much a work without a paycheck for a lot of people. I had a monster, so now I'm all burpy and, God. But, nevertheless, I'm not going to get into YouTube talk. I just want to mention being able to go see my friends, stuff like that. And then, outside of that, one other cool project I accomplished was we have a dining room set. So, basically, a table and 4 chairs. And they're like bar stool size, or height chairs. Like, it's a big table. And, you know, my mom had gotten that, because I still live at home. But my mom had gotten that for the apartment, and we just never set it up, and I kept telling her, it's like, I need to get my hands dirty, I need to build something, I just need to, like, put something together, because that's been my main go-to for, you know, that's my passion outside of YouTube, is building or designing or whatever. And so I decided, screw it, I'm going to put that together, and from that, an idea spawned. People who've been around a long time, wow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down at that table and we're gonna have English lessons. That's what we're gonna do. But no, like, people who've been around for a long time know that I'm a huge Lego fan. You know, I've been a fan of Legos for a long time. You know, when I was younger, it was all about trying to be a master builder and this and that, and, you know, building one thing after another. And I've got like giant totes full of them. And I figured one thing that I've been trying to do for a while is stream, but I don't want to stream just gaming. I'm tired of streaming just gaming. It's great and all, but it would be even better, if you ask me, to be able to, like, you know, do design on stream, or do something where I can just sit back, chit-chat with you guys, and mix it up. And here's what I came up with. Now that I have that table set up, I have a nice large workspace that I can actually get Legos together and assemble stuff on. I have a cough here. Excuse me, you guys probably won't hear that, but just had to cough, I apologize. But I would like to be able to start putting together Legos, like little sets on that table on stream with you guys. So imagine basically I would have the table set up and stuff like that, and have the camera not quite top down, because obviously you'll still be able to see me and that sort of thing, which obviously, you know, if I'm streaming more, it's like I'm not going to be doing a face reveal or something like that. You guys will know what I look like. I've tried for a while to kind of not show my face, but I feel like it opens me up to a lot more content, and at least right now, being a tiny creator, it means I don't have to worry about as much. Obviously, there's still a lot of privacy stuff I'm concerned about, but, you know, I want to be able to do that and, you know, have a little less secrecy, I guess, in some ways. But it would mean that I could sit at the table and basically put it on just chatting on Twitch, is what it's called. And we could just chill and build Legos and talk, and there'd be music and stuff like that. If that's something you guys would be interested in, like, let me know. I would love to do that. I might even do that regardless, just for the fun of it. But it would be nice to, you know, obviously driving ATS or something like that on stream is great, but it's so hard to do while you're talking. It's very challenging. So definitely let me know you guys' thoughts on that. And then also, while I'm talking about streaming, excuse me, hopefully, coming up, it is gonna be what? Let me see when this goes up. I gotta reach my phone. Monday, December 23rd should be when this goes up. So, on Christmas Eve, oh shit, that's tomorrow. I want, I want to have my lungs back. I want to do this. I'm going to be streaming, hopefully for 12 hours. I don't know when I'm starting or when everything's happening, but you can always join my Discord and find me on socials. All that stuff's in the description as always. And I'll update all that stuff there once I know what's happening. Obviously, this is all only going to happen if it works. I need to make sure first that my streaming setup works. But I would love to be able to spend the entire night, at least spend a majority of the night driving on both ATS and potentially ETS2 on multiplayer. So that means if you guys want to drive with me, that would be the time to do it, as well as with friends on multiplayer too. So we can get a whole big convoy together of Christmas presents on multiplayer, and you know, go around doing that sort of thing. So if you guys are interested in that, obviously find me on socials, and I will update you guys when that's happening, if it's happening. I will say this too, if I find that I get too tired or something like that, like, I don't mess around with 24-hour streams or shit like that because I don't trust it. If I find that I'm too tired or anything like that, I will end the stream. I'm not gonna overly push myself because that's dangerous, so just keep that in mind. But that is something I definitely want to do. So a few things going on in the world of Longhauler, that's for sure. And I think that will be something very cool to be able to do with you guys in terms of streaming. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, you know, I want to play a game with you or this or that. I want to try more to be able to make time for streaming or stuff like that, where I get to play games with you guys. And I will say this, a few you guys treat it like I'm like some celebrity, which makes zero sense to me when obviously I'm still so small in terms of even just numbers. But don't do that. I'm just a dude. Just treat me as a dude, preferably, you know. Watch that corner. But that way, you know, I don't want people thinking I'm like better than them or something like that. Like, let's just all get together, have a great time, enjoy the holidays. And I will say this too, at least personally for me, whatever you guys' beliefs are, I completely support you and all that stuff. But for me, celebrating Christmas is not about religion, it's not about any of that. It's just about enjoying time with friends, family, whatever, and having a good time. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to be like no religious speech, nothing like that. I'd like to keep it kind of out of things, just to not, you know, talk about anything that would be considered, I guess, I don't know what the term is, but, you know, could start an argument. That's not what I want that to be. I'm about to miss this. Let me straighten out here, because I don't want to hit that truck, but I also don't want to miss this. It's been a while since I backed up a truck. So we'll take it nice and easy here. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, if you celebrate a different holiday, happy holidays to you as well. If you celebrate Christmas or anything like that, Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate anything at all, then by all means, just come chill with us. Just enjoy a night with us, and hopefully we will all be able to get a ton done in terms of jobs. I think it's 12 this time. I think it's been like 15 in the past for other things, but I think the Christmas ones is 12. So what we'll probably end up doing is I'll record an episode each of, or maybe might even be more of this, you know, one episode of delivering this in American Truck and one episode of it in ETS2, and then we can come back and do the other 5 that'll be left over for each for American Truck and ETS2. I'm gonna have to straighten out here. Man, it has been so long since I've backed a trailer up. Oh god, I looked in my mirror and it looked like that guy was like trying to push on the trailer to straighten it out. I was like, thanks dude. It's great. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this backed in here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that kind of different type of episode, and hopefully we'll be able to do more with more content coming. I believe Idaho and Iberia are coming for the respective games, so definitely trying to keep up on that stuff. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you really, really liked it, please consider subscribing, and you can always hit that notification bell and get notified every single time I upload. In the description below, you can find links to my Discord if you'd like to join, hang out with the crew, and don't forget, you can get updates on the streams and stuff that's happening in there as well. You can find my Patreon if you'd like to support me further and help me make more out of this, and you can find links to all of my social media, or you can find me on social media by searching at Longhauler GMG on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Snapchat's the place to be for the most in-depth information. I just smashed my hand on a wheel, and I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. And hopefully we'll be able to do more of this. And I'll see you guys on the next trip. Peace.